So welcome back, everybody. Just since it's been a second for us, I'll do a fun little recap. But then also, just as a heads up for y'all, our compatriot Sean is currently in Texas, Shakespeareing it up, and also doing other plays. And so, because we're all actors and theater people, sometimes jobs happen. Yay, that's good. But if we ebb and flow out, no worries. We'll still keep the story going. And I'll talk about him later and what Charlie Chucky is doing. But
Murdering Orsino as we speak.
your words, not mine.
Let's just say he's doing community service.
Yeah, he was arrested, and then he's in the midst of doing his community service. But last we left off, our band of individuals. I don't know. You don't have a name yet, so we'll figure that out. Our party landed on the shores of Illyria, having gone through quite the shipwreck. Made your way to a small town, having encountered a few bandits in the woods and dealt with all of that and dealing with the repercussions of that. But you made your way to the Mermaid Inn Tavern, and at the request of Shauna, put on a bit of a show. And with some incredible acrobatics and athletics and fighting and performances, your performance was, it was almost kind of like if you dropped Cirque du Soleil into a bar setting, where you're like, okay, this is very impressive, but I'm also thrown. Overwhelming is what the reviews say.
Stimulating.
Yes, stimulating. But with that, rousing applause, especially from Shauna, just like, woo, so happy. You all take a bow, and the night goes on. The night is yours at this tavern.
Well, I'd say we've all earned drinks. Let's go.
Yes, I can get behind that. Yes.
And as you say that, Shauna's just immediately there with, oh my God, that was amazing. I thought you were fighting. I actually thought you were going to kill each other. And she's just like handing you drinks. Like, oh my, your voice, it's beautiful. And the instruments and you play. And what was that? Are you still a wolf, Beardus?
I popped back.
Okay.
Not what I did.
Yeah, you're a wolf.
Cool.
You come over as she's like, oh my God, I didn't know you had a dog. And then you change like, oh God. Oh my God. That's such a unique talent. And the bunny, she says this to Charlie. She's about to say this to Charlie, in fact, like, and the bunny, talk about inspired and unexpected. And she turns, and you all notice that Charlie has disappeared into the shadows. A crowded bar. Maybe he's gone elsewhere, but you all clock he has disappeared. Right. Well, send him my regards. That bunny might be my favorite thing. I mean, you all were great, but it was just like, what? Unexpected. Here's your drinks. They're all in the house. Enjoy yourself. Oh, and of course, you got your deal for your room. So, you got your 3 rooms and you can mix and mingle, but they'll be up there waiting for you. In fact, I'll go put a little lavender on your pillows. And she just scurries up.
Oh,
Alistair
delightful.
puts his mask back on so no one can see him blushing.
Oh, come on. No, you've got to bask in it. The people love you. They'll throw you money sometimes. There you go.
As you all kind of are sitting around and having your drinks and everything, you do notice that there's kind of in the corner, there's like a gruff-looking human man. Maybe he's had kind of one too many, and he's kind of chatting up some ladies, and he's like, no, come on, yeah, I know them, and I just hit my cat as I was pointing. Sorry, gestures. Sorry, Phoebe. No, I can introduce you. Yeah, hey, you all, hey. And he kind of comes over to you. It's Dolph, you remember me, yeah? Yeah, we go way back.
Wow.
No. And the 2 women that, there's like a half-elven woman and a dwarvish woman, and they just they're kind of younger. They look at each other. They just kind of like scoff and go off. Like, come on, like, he could have like help a fellow out. He's like specifically. He goes over to you, Foxers. Come on, like help a guy out. Like I could have,
I'm sorry. You.
Oh no, I'm right. But you were supposed to pretend like you knew me so that I could impress them.
Is it that difficult to find something to impress them that you have to lie?
I mean, I already got rejected. You have to like throw salt in the wound there, lady. And he just kind of stalks up.
That will also happen a lot. People will pretend, that they know you so that they think that they can get you like, or that you can get their favors or something. I don't really understand it. I'm just there for the money.
I'm just gonna keep the mask on for now.
Oh, right. That's yeah. Sure.
Also, should we be worried about the fact that Charlie's gone? Is he
I was
our
just wondering
problem?
that.
He
Yes,
seems to just
Brody.
kind of do what he likes at any given time. For the brief time I knew him, he's a leaf on the wind.
How long did you know
He's
him
fine.
before
Oh.
we
2-3 hours.
So like he's none of our problem. He's an adult. He can figure himself out. I'm sure he's.
He can have.
I'm not.
Right.
I'm not concerned for him. I'm concerned about him.
right? I'll
I'm very
just do a
concerned for
little-
the seagulls. That's fine.
Wait.
I'll
Yeah.
do a mini check just because I'm gonna look
Sure.
up my hood and I'm just gonna take a stroll around outside the pub and just kind of see what's up.
Okay. All right. Go ahead as you go out, Viridis. Make a perception check.
Okay. Cool. All right. Natural 1.
Great. As you step outside, and kind of right almost as you step outside, a gaggle of people also kind of step outside to get some air, and they're just chatting, and there's like someone, like a guy with this pipe, and there's smoke, and also I would say there's probably both like being overwhelmed just in general with the bar atmosphere, but also for you, Viridis, and like how much you're around a lot of people right now, and
Yeah.
how that is can be jarring. And a couple of times someone kind of gives you like a side eye, kind of tries to like get a closer look at you. And so in the midst of doing that, it's hard to really focus on anything else in regards to maybe where Charlie is or surroundings in general.
Cool. I'll stay outside for a little bit and try to, like, I don't know, collect myself a little bit before I go back in.
Sure. Yeah.
Can I spend the evening having drinks, but always making sure to keep a close watch on the bag with the tiara that we found? Make sure that doesn't
Sure.
get lifted.
And remind me again, I think I wrote it down in my notes, but who
I
has
have it.
you have it.
It's
Okay, that's
clipped-
what I thought.
It's clipped in a burlap bag on my belt, so I just want to make sure no one tries to get sneaky.
Gotcha.
We salvaged that from the shipwreck, correct?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind, that you kind of have that. You got the tourist grip happening on your belongings. Yeah.
Not being obvious about it.
No.
I'm not
Like,
clutching my pearls.
You're not
but-
clutching your pearls. But yeah, no, I get it. Like, it's there. You're aware. You
Yeah,
would
yeah,
feel. And yeah, for sure. Definitely. Noted.
Can I, at some point in the evening, after like the crowd has had a couple more drinks, can I get up and like wander around and schmooze people for tips?
Sure.
Because
Yeah.
that's a thing that I do in my life.
Yeah. Go ahead and do. Well, I mean, you can demonstrate your schmoozing and then roll your persuasion if you'd like.
all right. All right. So I'll just pick a table and a table that seems like the people are like enjoying themselves a lot.
Sure. Yeah, I say
Um,
you'll see the dwarven woman and that half elven woman. And then they found another dwarven man and a human man, and they're kind of all just chatting each up. They're up and having a fun time.
So I'll wander up to them with my fucking gravitas dread. Hey, how'd you like the show? Did you have a great time? It's not usually something that I do with a lot of people, but I'd say it went off pretty well, don't you think?
Oh yeah, one of the guys is like, oh yeah, no, we were amazed. And then the dwarves went, oh my, that was so, I couldn't believe it. Do you fight for a living?
Yes, I surely do. I do. Yes, and I'm growing the troop that I'm in, and we if you get any sort of like help, if you feel like you want to see us more, you want to help us along with that, anything, any little copper helps,
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. At 12.
12. Okay. The dwarvish woman kind of turns over to the human guy. She said, "Go on. What was your name again? Will. Why don't you give her a silver or two? Here, I'll give you 3 silver to help you in your troop.
Thank you so much.
Give her something." And Will kind of was like, "Okay, here you go." And he gives you like 2 more silver.
Hell yeah. 5 more silver. Great. Well, maybe if you travel a bit, you'll see us again. The show might get bigger. Depends on how many more tips we get. Spread the word. Thank you. And then I'll just...
Sounds good. Nice. And with, I guess, a general 12, if you like kind of go to different tables, I'll say you can throw another 5 silver in there. So, yeah, solid 10 from the crew.
Incredible.
I'll go back in and rejoin the group.
Okay, so here it is. You come back in.
I just like at one point during the night, Alistair goes up, gets a beer, comes back to the table, and sits close to Brody and Foxrose. Doesn't say anything, just specifically sits close to the two of them, and drinks his drink quietly.
Alistair. I'm sorry if I gave you a bit of a hard time earlier tonight.
No, don't. There's no worry there. I'm sorry if I.
Shocking to just see someone murdered, but I understand it was in defense.
Yeah. Don't sweat it. Sorry for upsetting you.
That's quite all right. The drink is helping me move on.
Is there now other entertainment happening?
I would say yeah. So as you guys have like done your show at this point, there's because there was the one guy like playing the guitar or whatever it was he was doing. And I would say now we got like the guy playing the guitar, and then there's like a violinist, kind of like, so you got like a fiddle kind of, general jaunty seaside tavern atmosphere a-going.
Cute. I turn to Alistair and I say, would you like to dance?
Red
Come
comes
on,
back
it'll be
right at this
fun.
moment. I want to see this.
Give him a little push out of his seat.
I take Alistair to the close to where the instrumentalists are playing, and I just like start dancing holding his hands.
Nice.
Alistair has like the physical body language of a warrior monk. So he's doing his best to like cut loose, but he's just so tight. And, like...
And we'll say like a few others to kind of where maybe we're already kind of
I'm gonna roll a performance. Sure. I have a negative 1. Let's see how Alistair does. Alistair got a 16.
Oh,
Nice.
good for him. There's you're in a new place and you're with some new people, and Foxrose is just, I mean, look at him.
You're very very good at leading dancing.
You're very good at following. See, it's nice to just loosen up a bit sometimes.
Mm-hmm. I sure do feel loose.
Well, then there's almost like a ballet, like you're still graceful as a monk, but it's a little bit more formal and rigid as opposed to, but it's still nice. It's still good.
And then while they're dancing, Alistair is going to fully be taking notes of how Fox dances, and just not like in a like ooh making moves kind of way, but in a I don't know how to do this well.
Mm.
So while like they're dancing, he's fully not relaxing, absolutely studying right now. So that's going on.
A little bit of like the mirror game happening.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We'll throw in a bit of contact improv.
Yeah.
So good.
Love
Oh
it.
my gosh.
Yes. We end this one, and I'm like, if you don't want to dance anymore, you can go back. And then I dance with some random girl.
Great. Yeah, you go and you grab a random girl. Do a performance check for me too, Foxers. Let's just see how your dancing is.
Oh no. Nice. 21.
I mean, kind of like these people are like probably solid, but like there's something just we can't help but look at you. And whoever this lucky girl is, like in what's it, Saturday Night Fever with John Travolta, where he just randomly grabs the girl, but then it doesn't become about the girl; it becomes about John Travolta.
I can. Oh my gosh.
That's kind of what's happening right now, and everyone's just like watching you.
I'm going to just kind of take a glance at Brody and see if I'm interpreting my notes correctly. Brody recently had a bat friend show up. Am I correct?
Yeah, the frog thing, or was it a bat?
It was
Yes.
both.
It was both.
both.
It was an animal. He had a little... Okay, cool. I'm going to just take a glance at Brody and just see if I notice it being present at the moment.
Remind me again, is it hidden or is it just in your pocket?
It's like a frog in my pocket.
It's a frog in your pocket.
Dude, you
Okay.
can't say that.
Gotta use
Frog
this
in your
tablet to
pocket.
see. That's cool.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, I could say you, having recalled that, I would say you do notice, like, there may be something there. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, technically.
Is that a frog in your pocket?
It's a toad, I believe.
Right.
When I take it out. He just kind of started following me around earlier today, and well, I don't think he's going anywhere
Right.
based on the way these things sort of happen with me.
Yes. How? So things like this is not surprising.
Well, not this exact thing, but I'm just going to pop him onto the table. Weird things happen to me, so I'm just kind of rolling with it. It's what I've been doing for the last couple of years. He's kind of cute. I named him Adam.
Hello, Adam. I'll give him a little frog pet.
How is that different than another pet?
Fair enough.
One finger. Two,
Yeah,
what they teach with
2
the zoo,
fingers.
like 2 fingers.
Yeah.
Is it with the back of your fingers?
You could do, back of your hand.
Yeah.
I
there we
guess
go.
that.
Little frog caress. Adam.
The
Animal handling check just for fun. Sorry.
Nice. Love it. I'm here for it. All right, that's a 19.
19. Adam seems to be like, it's all right. He doesn't oppose it.
Nice.
About what time is it now, Deanna?
I would say that it's getting closer to midnight now.
Alistair's gonna go over to Red and say, right, I'm gonna head to bed. You all keep partying if you want. I'm just gonna take a room and head upstairs.
Cool. Did we already figure out the room, like specifically which room situations we have?
You have 3 rooms. You have not determined roommates, but you do have 3.
That's
And they're on the second level.
all right. Cool. Well, if Fox Rose doesn't get you first, I'll find you later. Bye.
Don't hear my name when I run over.
Alistair's already like up the stairs.
I mean, Fox and I have been traveling together so far, so I don't mind rooming with you.
Yes. Just sleep over. Can I do your hair?
Sure.
Well, you do have a lot of it, so that would be pretty fun. I think I don't have any, so
She's never been asked this question before, so.
Braid it really nice and put the little flowers in that I picked for you earlier.
Oh.
sounds like great fun.
So do you guys rush off and do that?
Sure.
Great.
Alistair just went into the first room available. So that's where he's at.
Great. So you all kind of clock Alistair's, like there's a door that's closed, and then you as you go kind of going past, we'll say Shauna's given you like keys or whatever, and so she gives you what rooms you're in. And so yeah, Alistair just closed the door as you guys enter the hallway. So you go in there or you can go into another room, whatever you want to do.
Oh, you mean like go in the same one as Alistair or a different one?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where you want to have your sleepover. Or what you
Okay.
want to do.
I guess we can go in a different one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So y'all are in room 2. Great. Nice. Cool.
That's weird.
Ding
I'm in room
doo.
7. Who laid out these rooms?
Room 7. At the end of the hall. No, at the beginning of the hall.
Why is 7 at the beginning? Who did this?
Or
Turns
is it
out they
just a
just.
really, really fancy one?
It's
a
a
very
really fancy one.
Shauna also does calligraphy as a hobby. You know.
Amazing.
One of my D20s is like that. I'm always like, wait, is that a 7 or a 1?
Am I
Mine is
happy
like
or
that,
middling?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. Mhm.
Cool. So Alistair goes in, and then Viridis and Foxers, you go in. And do you braid hair? Do you do all that fun stuff?
Yes.
Nice.
I'll ask Fox Rose as well. I've been wanting to ask you more about your home in Anglia. So you were raised by a family in the summer court, is that right?
Yeah, I was left behind in the what is it? What are the woods called?
The Great Wood.
The Great Wood, and I was raised by the Fae.
Right. So you still obviously have strong connections there.
Yes, I left maybe not on the best terms. They didn't always accept me, but I thought maybe I would find people like me outside. So I went to school, and now I find myself going back.
Right. How long have you been away?
4 years.
Wow. Do you have any concerns that they won't accept you back?
I try not to dwell on it right now. I'll deal with it later.
Of course, if there's anything I can do to help. If there's anyone there that you might have connections to that might have knowledge of a place connected to the Fae, and anyone there that you can think of that might be able to help me, I would very much want to have an audience with them.
And let you know. But for right now, I need you to keep your head very still so I can do these braids.
Right. Of course.
And remind
I
us
low key
again.
give you guidance.
Oh, nice. Okay. Touch your friend. Yeah, I'm trying to think if that would just be, let's just say it's a straight dexterity check for hair braiding. I don't know. We'll go with that for you.
Roll for hair make.
Roll for hair braiding. It's fine.
You don't have proficiency with braiding.
That's actually my art. That's my artisan tool.
Yeah, that's good hair braiding.
Is there proficiency in
cosmetology.
knots?
Knots? Yeah, there you go. Knot tying.
Mhm.
And you can
said
add a
Dex?
D4.
Add a D4 with guidance.
Add a D4. Nice. 17.
Lovely. What do you do with Viridis's hair? Which Viridis also remind me, you have like long hair, but you also have like you have your horns and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I try to do like a crown in the front going into 2 braids to the side that are fishtail. And then I stick in like the flowers. It's very, very tangled in Rapunzel and Tangled.
Nice.
Cute.
Tangled Rapunzel on our snaky lady.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the combo.
I love it.
Yeah, and I would say, yeah, with the 17, you do it with finesse.
I'll just is there a mirror in
Yes.
the room?
Yeah, or
Okay.
like some like a water basin, or there's a mirror, and yeah.
And
Sometimes
this
whenever.
way, oh, sorry,
Yeah.
you go and look.
No, go.
And this way, when you sleep tonight, your hair won't get tangled, and then you crush. You might crush the flowers while you turn around, and it'll be like perfume, and you'll wake up, and you'll be so beautiful, even more beautiful than you already are.
Thank you. And I'll stand up and like look at myself in the mirror and just kind of just like tear up a little bit, like wipe away a little tear.
And then we still have Red and Brody in the bar area. What do you all do?
They're braiding each other's hair.
Obviously.
I don't have any hair. So
Oh. I was gonna braid your hair.
Just a head massage.
well, look, yeah, that's still.
a long day. Yeah.
Yes. Very trying. No, Red plans on getting properly wasted. Because that was a cool thing that she just did with all of her new friends, so she's celebrating.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would say you were able to
that's-
succeed at that.
Just
Shauna's just plying you with of course, here you go. Oh, you were so good. Yeah, just
Thank you so
all the
much.
drinks.
You are the greatest person I have ever met.
oh, don't stop. No, don't stop.
All right, I won't. You're the best. Thank you.
Properly wasted. Yeah.
Once Shauna walks away after delivering like the next round of drinks, I'm just gonna start down like a shot of whatever kind of whiskey or whatever we got at the table. Red, I don't know how. I drink a lot, so I don't remember how much we've discussed this really. But you've mentioned something when we first met about where you came from and hating a certain man.
Oh, you mean that terrible king over there?
I mean the same, yes. And I'm gonna like slide another shot over to her. What is it he did to you? Out of curiosity.
Well, wasn't technically to me. She'll down her shot. It was to my whole clan. Every single one of them. So how he burned down that forest, that Burnham Wood,
I do.
when he to avoid the prophecy and stuff. That was my home. That's where the Douglases lived. In service to the king. We're a mercenary clan. We just fight whatever wars and skirmishes King Duncan hired us out to do. Patrol the borders and whatnot. It was a nice trade-off. He treated us very well. And then I was coming home from fighting. It was when I first started fighting in the rings. It was just smoking the whole forest. And I couldn't find anybody. It was just ash. Nothing was green anymore.
Terribly sorry for your loss. And I hope one day, maybe, I can help you get revenge on that, pardon, that son of a bitch.
Yes, I will gladly take your help. Absolutely. Why would you willingly do that?
You may be the only one. I'm going to lean in a little closer. The only one I trust telling this to. He killed a very dear friend of mine. And I don't know if I have it in me, but I would love nothing more than to see him dead.
Well, I've got a list to get through before we get to him, but if you don't want to do the honors, I will gladly do it for you.
I'm going to toss another shot over to her. Well, here's to the death of Macbeth.
Sure.
I'm going to get up and start walking up the stairs and take whatever room is not currently occupied.
Cool. Room
Um,
4. No.
Who did this?
And then room 73.
Yeah. It suddenly changes themes and it's like the green room.
Yeah. Luau. Yeah.
Red is gonna sit at the table for a moment and think about all of these delightful, violent people that she has accumulated, and think everything is going so well. And she's gonna go find whatever room Alistair went to.
Yeah.
So stumble along.
7-1.
Yeah, 7. Say 7 is it upside down? What? There he is.
By that point, if you've been drinking for hours, Alistair already did his full meditation. He's fully asleep.
Passed out. Well, you all get a long rest. And I will say, some of you probably have had, better rests than others, some worse sleeps. But overall, after a bit of a trying time, I would say everyone gets a nice, solid, easeful sleep.
Can we say Alistair wakes up before Red, of course, after her night.
100%.
And he finishes, he takes the cocktail shaker of herbs that he and Beardus were working on, pours it into a glass vial, puts it on the table right next to Red, and then goes downstairs to go run outside so that she can wake up and have a little healing potion waiting for her.
Love my friends. I love that.
Love it.
Go for your morning run. As you're making your morning run, Alistair, I will say you kind of note it's pretty early, but you see that it looks like kind of setting up. There is to be a kind of market day of sorts. People are getting all the various vendors and stalls are still in the midst of being set up because it is early. But you do clock that as you're running around.
I'll go up to somebody who's setting up.
Okay. All right. You see just a human woman, probably mid-30s-ish, kind of setting up some flowers and setting up some different kind of
Cool.
fruit and vegetable
I would say I left my cloak back at the bar, and I have my mask hooked on my belt. It's not on my face right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just go up to someone. Excuse me.
Yes.
Is there a market today?
Yes, there is. We're setting up, and we should be going in the next hour or so.
Special occasion?
Just market day, and though there is a little bit of excitement with the wedding coming up, and perhaps a few tradesmen heading off towards the capital, but just market day.
Cool. And Alistair pivots, and as if that didn't happen at all, breaks right back into a sprint and continues running.
Goodbye. Goes back to arranging her apples.
And Alistair is also that really annoying guy he's already run for 2 miles, and he's not doing a jog. He's full sprinting goes up, not a drip of sweat on him at all. Just goes up to this person.
Like run up, huh, and then run away. Yeah. Nice. And as you all kind of get going in the morning, we'll say you kind of at various points you can wake up when you want to, but there is the wafting smell of bacon and coffee. And Shauna seems to be running this place day and night, and so she is there bright and early.
Can I
Got
actually,
the coffee ready.
when I get back from my run, I'm gonna go to Shauna.
Hmm.
Shauna, did you ever go to sleep? You were up all night and now you're here.
Oh, no, honey. I mean, like, I will sleep at some point, but you start late, you start early, and then I kind of like I have little naps, little snoozes all around,
Would you like, if it's, I'd like some tea, but I'd like to brew it myself. Would you like some?
Oh, okay. You just need some hot water?
If it's all right with you, I'll use a pot and fire.
Oh, of course. Just, here, there, you can set up like the kettle over there.
Thanks. And I'm gonna brew up some like really strong caffeinated tea with my herbalism kit for her.
Cool.
Celestial Seasonings Morning Thunder.
Yeah. For fun, just to see how strong it is. Do a medicine check.
Medicine. That's oh. I just had that fun moment where I thought it was a 7, but it is in fact a 1.
Oh, no. She said it was just back there, but you realize she's got things organized in such a way, and so it takes you a minute to find stuff and find the water, and like in the midst of brewing it, you know what? You think it's probably going to be great.
I'm like
After some struggle.
I'm a trained medicine man, and I'm just like, this tea's gonna suck.
Didn't quite reach the boil, like the level that you need.
Well,
Cool.
Alistair this is why I don't do nice things for people. Pours tea for everybody.
And yeah, we could say again at various points, you all can, unless there's anything specifically you want to do before you rejoin the group, but you all gradually.
Is that healing potion just a regular potion of healing? Yeah.
Yep.
That's all.
Nice. So yes, you all kind of gather around, and Alistair.
Pour you all some shitty tea.
There's almost like you can taste the dirt in it.
Ooh, I love
Yeah,
it.
I know. You don't have to
Here's
drink.
another cup, please.
You don't have to drink it.
Really good.
You don't have to
Like,
drink
wait,
it.
can I give me like this much of whatever the strongest thing that you have here is, Sandra.
Oh, Shauna. Shauna, dear.
Shauna, hi, hello.
It's all
Hey,
right. You had a night, didn't you?
It really did, yeah. Uh-huh.
Do you need some hair of the dog, or you want like coffee?
Ooh, nah, hair of the dog is great. Mm-hmm.
All right, gotcha. And she goes and she'll get you something spiked, and then also coffee.
Yeah, good, yes.
Brody, make a real quick perception check for me.
A 1.
Well, we're all rolling ones.
Never
Wild.
mind.
Hey.
So everybody else do a perception check. Yeah, this isn't that crucial, but
Hilarious.
it's semi-useful.
19.
This tea is really like.
Why couldn't I roll this for
you
my
can't-
tea?
You can't quite figure out what the flavor is.
Mustard, so good.
Just pour it out. I'm not an idiot.
I genuinely like it, so I'm gonna take the rest of the pot and just do the pot.
Gonna give it to Adam.
Nice. Gulps it down.
I got a 19 on perception.
19. Okay. 13.
16.
16.
11.
Cool. I'll say that Alistair and Red, you notice actually as Adam is like kind of gulping down the tea, you see kind of wedged in his little coat armpit, a little rolled up scroll.
Oh my god, he's got paper.
What? I've never seen
What?
that before in my life.
Who does? Who does paper?
Your
You're-
frog.
You're
your-
frog.
Does he have a little bag?
Adam.
Does he have a little satchel?
Oh my god. A frog with a satchel. I would literally die.
Is he like a little frog mailman?
I have no idea. I met him yesterday.
Wait, what?
Kiss him.
I-
I don't think you're supposed to put your mouth on a toad.
Why haven't you heard the stories?
Don't try.
also, aren't you supposed to be like a princess before you kiss the
the
frog?
toad. Kiss the toad.
Don't you have to be
No,
like a
well-
princess?
Is that okay? Wait, is that
Can we-
specifically what the legend says, or can it just be anybody? Is it just a well? No, wait. The legend is
Talking, I'm just gonna scoop up at him and kiss him on his little toad head.
As you give him a kiss, you just put him down, you look at him, and he gives you a little wink.
I wouldn't though. Okay, well,
Amazing.
You're gonna get a wart.
Awesome.
You are gonna get a wart from that.
He's actually quite. This is you don't know where this toad came from, Brody.
no, I woke up. He was just on me and stuck around.
I'm pretty sure
so-
he's sentient.
Oh,
Are
he
you
definitely.
sentient,
Where
Adam?
did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Adam the Toad?
Yes. Let me ask him real quick. I'm asking.
You
him
can
where
just
he came
ask
from.
me out loud, he says
Oh,
in
oh,
common.
well,
Alistair fully falls over.
Red's drink goes flying.
Adam, why do you have a scroll?
Oh, your friend left it.
Oh,
The sketchy one?
oh, Charlie. Yeah.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Oh. What?
Read
Thanks
it,
for the
read
kiss,
it.
by the way. And he gives you another wink.
All
I
right,
no
Anytime.
longer
back
like
in
the
back in the
Toad.
pocket.
I no longer like the Toad.
Wait, no, I
Put him
love
back in the pocket.
dogs. Wait, where did you?
You just put it back in your pocket. Okay.
Yeah, I'll grab the scroll though.
Okay. You unfurl it, and kind of in a very scribbly hand, it just reads, "Got a job. Meet you in the capital. See."
He'll
Right.
meet us later.
Someone's going to die.
Yeah, probably.
So, do we have a plan?
Ah.
Is the next step to make it to the capital?
Yes, on
I
my
mean,
on my morning run, there's a market being set up in town, and they mentioned many of the merchants will then head to the capital, so it might be a good opportunity to stock up and find a caravan.
Right. And to be clear, is the goal to find another ship as soon as we get there, or to sort of find out who it was that didn't want that ship to make it?
I don't really have a vested interest either way. I don't know about the rest of you.
Suppose I
Well, we
can
at least know that they had some connection to this upcoming wedding. We found a gift.
That's
I
true.
do fear that the Duke might be in danger. Whoever sunk that ship.
Hopefully, that's not Charlie's job.
Oh God, do we have to go one day?
Oh,
Oh. Hmm.
To the capital, then.
Yeah. Mhm.
First order of business.
also, did you say morning run?
Yeah, why?
Yes, thank you, Brad.
What do you mean?
I wake up, I do at least 10 kilometers every day. Push-ups,
On purpose?
sit-ups, chin-ups,
Yeah, on purpose.
squats.
What? I fight for a
work
living and I
out.
don't even do that.
Well, I, need to train, practice, keep myself in good form.
Interesting. Morning run.
Thinking everything in her life. Because she's never done any of that.
In fact, it's been paying off. I've recently come into some new abilities that will hopefully be beneficial to everyone.
If it works for you,
mean, you could. Any of you are welcome to join me in my morning routine. You don't have to do the whole thing. But if you just wanted to come for the jog, or
Is it a jog?
what? Sorry, I didn't hear you, Fox.
Were you running on the boat?
There wasn't room to run, no, but I did. We were also only on that boat for like 12 hours before it went down, to be fair.
Yeah, that's very true.
That boat sank very fast.
To be clear, has anyone been to Illyria? We know that we're in Illyria, right?
Yeah, someone told you, I think, at some point. Yes.
Yeah.
Sketchy guy at the beach. Anyway.
Anyone ever been here before?
No.
Have I been here before?
I don't believe you have.
Probably no, I don't believe so. I think
Yeah.
But this is in like the Gulf on the way to Anglia, so I probably have read about it.
Sure, yeah. I mean, especially if you have his proficiency in history, for sure you've heard of it. But I mean, again, I'd say most of you probably would be familiar with it. Kind of like, Monaco. Yeah, I know about
Sure.
that.
Mhm.
That sort of level. Again, unless you have history, proficiency, and that sort of thing. But as you all are kind of making your plans for the day, you can make your way out into more kind of like the center of this other small town, but they do seem to have a bustling marketplace going on, different vendors, people kind of calling out. It's really starting to get going now in the morning. And yeah, you are free to wander about, see what you see, or do what you want to do.
Hustle and bustle this morning.
Hey.
Should we all just walk around, split up?
And if there's anything particularly you might be like interested in looking for, you can let me know that. We can kind of just do it that way, as opposed to me being like, "Oi there, I'm Richard, the guy that sells the fish," whatever for every stall.
Wait. No, can we go to that stall? Can we go to that stall?
Can we just peruse?
Yeah.
The fish
Right,
stall.
yeah. I got my herons, and I got herring, whatever, and I got some bass. Yeah, it's a river fish, but we're by the ocean. It's rare. And I got I got a swordfish and a pufferfish, but that's rare.
So poisonous if you don't know what you're doing.
How much for the pufferfish?
He kind of gives you a look. I'd say for you 6 gold.
I
This is a
turn to
fine delicacy.
I look to Brody and Fox, and there's a plate mask over my face, but you can tell I'm pleading with you to negotiate with this man for me.
Do you think that's a little steep?
This is a rare delicacy, You could eat it and it'd be like, whoa, your mind's blown, or you could eat it and you die. You just got to prepare it right.
Do you know how to prepare it?
No, I just sell the fish. But it comes with a little instruction pack my wife made. Gail. She's at the shore now.
To be honest, I don't really want the fish. I want what's in it.
The guts, you mean?
I would like
Like
its
the
I would like its
eyeball?
poison.
I sell caviar if you want the eggs.
No, I would like the poison.
Oh. Right, 6 gold.
But what if you prepped it and then sold the meat for a higher price since it's already
You
prepped?
got this.
And then I just bought only the poison, the thing no one wants. But because it was such a wise argument, I can use my wisdom, right?
We'll say that Alistair was there to help you since he started.
I'm
Don't You Think
Alistair.
It's Steve. I'm not Alistair, Brody. I know your names. God, one day I will.
So I have a help.
Yeah, you have a help, so you can roll with advantage.
Okay. Yeah. I rolled 2 natural ones.
Oh my gosh.
I rolled
Have we
2
rolled-
zeros.
Oh,
I rolled 2 zeros.
Why?
Gosh. So
You're
many
s-
ones this game.
You're saying this, and you think you're saying it with reason and confidence. You're making a point, and you realize you've been kind of mumbling. What? I'm sorry. 6 gold. You want it or not?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
I paid 6 whole gold for the puffer fish.
Right.
Chucks it at you.
Oh my gosh.
Right. Thanks, mate. He kind of takes it. Anything else? You want some sardines? I put them. Gail, she makes it. Well, you get a little bit of extra. We make them in little tins. You can carry them around. These are only like a silver. No? All right. Fish. I'm Richard,
not
and I sell the
buying
fish.
Thing from you.
Alistair's just standing in the street holding a puffer fish in like the palm of his hands, and he just feels like an absolute tool.
As we walk away from Richard's stall, I'm just gonna be like, "You are a con man. You're a bad person."
Hey, I'm just selling the fish, mate. Sprinkle some salt. I don't know.
Do.
I can't believe I rolled 2 zeros.
It's so
Goose egg. Double goose.
That's amazing.
That's hilarious. Yeah,
So
now you gotta
many
puffer fish to your inventory.
Congratulations.
This is straight up the revenge that the universe has taken on me for playing a bard in my other campaign.
Yeah.
I'll be like, roll a persuasion check. I'm like, oh, I rolled a 4, so that's 27. And so like,
Natural one, still a natural one, though.
So this is my revenge.
Yep, absolutely. And it's a joy. Again, as you all are walking around, if there's anything in particular you'd like to look for, you can let me know. If you're kind of just meandering, wandering around, I could actually have you all roll a perception check.
I will be doing that because I have
Yes.
no money.
That's
literally.
Perception.
I'm at you're at a flea market, you don't have any money.
Y'all,
You're
that
a
is
craft
another
fair.
natural one. I think I've rolled 3 times this entire night, and 2 of them have been natural ones.
Hey, I rolled 3 natural ones in 2 rolls, so I don't want to hear
Oh,
I'm
it.
scared. I'm scared.
I got a
Oh, no.
23 though in perception.
Okay, 23
Oh,
for
4.
Alistair. A 4. Okay.
19.
19. Nice.
10.
A 10. All right, cool. I will say that everybody
Does my
who
perception
was...
show that guy dropped all my gold and I can go pick it up?
No, he immediately pocketed that, like locked it away. Yeah, if you rolled like basically kind of did it under 15, yeah, you just see there's flowers, there's kind of like little doodads, and you do see a couple of carts kind of filling up with different supplies. Specifically, it looks like certain baked goods or certain kind of specialty fruit. Definitely the flower lady that had been kind of near where Alistair was. She's collected a lot of like fine things and kind of strapping them together, just kind of piling them on with a particular cart. So you just kind of see that where people are coming and going, but definitely making deals and seem like, there might be a cart or two making their way up to the capital. And for Red and for Alistair, as you awkwardly hold this puffer fish, and Red as you're just kind of, I don't know, laughing at him, whatever you're doing.
Look, we just gotta work on your projection. That's all it is. You just need a character voice that you could just slap on, and we just gotta start with that.
As you're saying.
He's just so silent.
You notice actually there is this kind of smaller building, just a little bit of a ways off. This isn't a huge town, but it's older looking, a little kind of worn down of all of them, and you see a elvish man, kind of golden hair, kind of bronze skin, wearing very kind of looks like naturally woven garments, and he's just kind of having a relaxed conversation. And you see a halfling gentleman, and I would say he sticks out. Everybody else, for the most part, is got your bright summer colors and flowy vibes. This fellow is wearing a large top hat and a dark suit, and kind of seems to be talking to like kind of a little like intensely, and whereas the elf is just like, and then you see him kind of get a little flustered and then just kind of go over and kind of make his way over to away from the small building and then into the marketplace, and kind of is looking around and ends up going towards a lady with some seashells, but he just kind of seems very perturbed, and you just clock him. You just notice him.
Interesting. Think he's looking for something?
Yeah, probably a really expensive pufferfish.
Oh, what? You could probably help him with that.
Why don't you go find out?
Alright, well, sure. And I'm gonna break off from the group a little bit and like go near enough and be kind of like window shopping so that I can eavesdrop and see if I can figure out what is going on.
Sure. Yeah, and he, as you kind of like, I'd say, just kind of going over, listening in, the woman that he's speaking to. No, honey, I'm sorry, I don't have any of that. Did you ask? Yes, no, I did. I asked the temple. They should have some, but he said he didn't make any, and he says it takes a whole ritual, and I need, do you have any, just like a vial, maybe? And she's like, no, I don't. I'm so sorry, but, you know, there are different merchants going through, and she kind of actually points over near the group. Some travelers, they might have, you know, someone in their group that could give you what you need. Okay, fine. Okay. And he kind of just like scurries, and he is actually making his way past you, Red, and seems to making a bit of a beeline towards the colorful group of people that you are, and just, you know, kind of going by. Do you stop him, or do you just kind of let him?
Does it look like he's headed towards the group and like gonna be asking them the same questions?
Potentially, yeah. It looks like he's kind of working himself up to maybe have this conversation. Yeah.
Cool. Then I'll just follow close-ish behind him and attempt to not be seen, but like follow him to my group so he's like between all of us.
Okay, cool. For Fuzzy's, do a stealth check just to see if he notices you.
Okay.
Natural 1. Natural.
Don't you bring that energy in here. No. It was a 4.
Close enough.
Highest roll of the night.
I was gonna say highest roll of the night.
Well, okay, so that means that it was a 7 total.
A 7.
But, you know, it wasn't like trying to be like...
Sure.
You're also 7 feet tall.
Yeah. But it is a loud marketplace, and with kind of my role copying it, with what my role it was, he kind of seems like more fixated on the group and whatever his mission is, and you seem to be able to kind of basically the rest of the party notice as this odd, strange halfling fellow with his funny little getup is making a beeline towards you all, and Red is just, you all see Red absolutely, like, just going behind.
I love it.
And he kind of comes up and he sees you holding the pufferfish, Alistair. Sir, are you a cleric?
No, but I do work for the
Okay,
church.
are you a cleric? He turns to you, Foxrose. No. You? And he kind of looks to you, Viridis.
I'm 100% hiding behind, with hood up, hiding behind Fox. Like this whole morning.
guy. Is it you? No?
Me.
Yes, you. Are you a cleric?
You're in need of a cleric. What kind?
Any kind that can make some holy. My boss wants me to get some holy water, and I need holy water. So do you have any, or could you make some?
For what purpose?
I don't. He needs it for. He's doing something. No. He kind of like you see him shift from being like kind of casual and flustered to then kind of putting on airs of sorts. My esteemed employer very much requires it for certain, he needs to procure it in order to do, carry out certain business. And so if you happen to have any, I would very much appreciate it.
Alistair has spent this whole conversation digging through his pockets and finally finds his amulet of Ilmater. He forgot where he put it. He takes it out and goes, I work with the church. You're going to want to introduce. You're going to want to introduce us.
The large dragon lady.
Oh, hi, Red. Hi, Red.
Whatever dignity he had.
What are you gonna give us in exchange? for our lovely help.
Well, I can pay you when I return to the manor. It's not too far off, and we can pay you handsomely.
Who is your employer?
Take that.
He is, and I'll say as you ask this, and you kind of maybe notice around the other people in town, you kind of see like a couple of like whispers, a couple of eye rolls from some of the people installed. He is the new Lord of Nettle Nook Manor, the esteemed former steward, sir. Well, he's not a sir. The former steward, retired now, and master of Nettle Nook is his official title.
Name in any of that? I kind of lost track.
Yes, Malvolio.
Of course.
Amazing.
Now, I'm going to need you to look me in the eye, friend.
Yes.
Does your lord intend to do anything nefarious with this water?
Who?
Insight.
An insight check.
I love the image of this utterly faceless man being like, I need you to look me in the eye.
Yeah, he doesn't know where to look. He's
Exactly. It's a power move. And I got and the power move worked because I got a 21.
21.
Nice.
Okay. You're looking at him, and as nervous as he is, I would say what you get with the 21 is, as far as you can tell, he's telling the truth, but he does seem there's something a little bit shaky about him. There's something, you can't quite put your finger on it, but there's a story here. There's something going on.
With you. Why don't we just go with you?
Ah, yes, you can do so, and you can do your ritual in order to create the needed holy water, and we will pay you handsomely at the manor.
That's all right. Would I know if there's a Church of Ilmater nearby?
I would say that there may be, just like in general, there's probably one at the capital, but you don't, maybe not around these parts, kind of the
Is there
boonies.
any sort of temple in this area?
There is the temple that is just kind of down the road there that the guy came to from, like, the elvish guy.
I'll pop over. I'll suggest maybe we should pop over to that temple, see if they can be of help.
Oh, no, I went there. I explained to him that I very much needed it, but he said that the tides were not right.
No offense, friend, but you don't exactly seem like somebody that people should be handing out valuable, holy artifacts to.
I am the valet.
You mean
And
valet?
yeah, no, I'm working on it. No, the valet is the official, the proper. I know. I thought it was valet too, but then he was like, "No, it is up. You are a valet." And I was like, "But I thought it was valet." Anyway, it's a whole thing. But no,
I think
yeah,
your
well-
boss might be a wanker.
Great.
You're not wrong. But he, nevertheless, he
Have I
pays
heard of-
handsomely.
Have
What's crazy? So do you
I
guys
heard
go
of this
over?
man before?
Do a history check for me, Brody.
A 21.
21. Kind of thinking back to your days of your former employment. I would say it actually does ring a bell. As a steward to and kind of had basically running a lot of the household of the Countess Olivia, and also kind of seemed to be a receiver of correspondence. That might not have been officially known, but did a lot of kind of correspondence work and was in the know, in the loop, and kind of disseminated a lot of the various correspondence from different unofficial kind of matters that might come her way. So he was a man with, he was a man with, oh, and yeah, he probably also was a winner. Word on the street.
A hot goss.
Yeah.
So you are valet.
Yes. My name is Winston Shore Michael, and I am sorry. And I am the valet to Malvolio, Lord of Nettle Nook Manor, and he does a very awkward bow.
Your master has done quite well for himself.
Yes, he is
Moved up in the
doing.
world.
He is 100% there because he did well. So the water, we're gonna get that. Yes.
Let's stop by that temple.
Okay.
As we're walking to the temple, I'll say to my 3 more charismatic friends. Actually, all 4 of you are more charismatic than me. But I'll say to all 4 of you. Right, I can make introductions. These people are probably not affiliated with the church, so you may need to help, but I can at least try to get an in.
They'll guess money.
Yeah, that would be good as I look down at my puffer fish.
Nice. All right. So you all make your way over to this kind of, like I said, kind of crumbly older building. But as you get closer, you notice as like the wind blows, there's little seashells that kind of playing nicely, and you see a lot of actually dry seaweed kind of all wrapped around. And you see he's still there. He's kind of in a slight meditating pose, in fact, and just kind of serenely hanging out. You see this elvish gentleman.
Are there any markings of like a god that they might worship?
Yeah, actually, and do a religion check.
That's a 22.
22. You do see actually kind of right above the doorway. It's rudimentary kind of carving, but it looks almost like a dolphin its tail kind of turns into a wave as it curls around. And you know that this is how to pronounce these things. How do I want to pronounce it? Sashalis. We'll go with that.
Sashalis.
Sashalis. Deep Sashalis, actually. Also known as, and you would get this with your religion check, the sailor's friend, the knowledgeable one. It is an elven deity, very much associated with the sea, but also associated with knowledge and creativity, also in some circles known as the creator, and very much, kind of associated, more so, I would say, recently, especially with the sea. But overall is a positive, upbeat, kind of good deity, as far as you know.
In that case, I'll walk up to him and I'll sit in a meditative pose in front of him until they acknowledge us.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like, you all sit there for a minute.
We have different if his meditation style is like this, mine's like fists together.
Nice. You're doing the avatar move.
Yeah.
Kind of opens one eye, closes it, opens the other eye to look at you, Alistair. Closes it. And with his eyes closed, it's all like, hello, friends. What can I do for you?
We're gonna understand this meditation thing ever.
You want to come and learn some he opens his eyes. Learn the techniques. Just breathe like the waves. The flow, the back and the forth. Just find the movement of the waves within your breath.
I think that's drowning.
No, don't inhale the waves themselves, but find the pattern of the waves. Unless you can breathe underwater, then inhale away.
Look, Red, I'll get you there. Don't worry. We're in need of some holy water. I'm a member of the Church of Ilmater. I was hoping we might be able to orchestrate a trade.
cool. I don't have any on me right now, but I do find that the sea itself is holy water.
Can I incite this man? Is he just not wanting to give us the holy water?
Do an insight.
That's a natural 20.
Okay. No, he actually
you cannot
seems-
tell a lie to Alistair.
You cannot, clearly. No, he seems pretty, actually, like you telling the truth, he doesn't have any, and maybe seems to have a different understanding of what holy water is.
Right. I stand up. We're going to need to go to the capital, but perhaps we can help this Malvolio without the holy water get paid and not have to do any resource investment.
I will say, friend, that I don't have what I need, but do you have what you need? Sorry, look at Megan's face.
Alistair.
Pension?
That's the start.
We've got everything. Thank you, bye. Grab the back of Alistair's clothes.
Walk off. I would just like everyone to be aware that that is not at all how I thought that would go.
So, is there some way that you could make a version of your holy water, Alistair?
I can deal in the realms of science, but I am not one of the chosen of the gods. So, if we need holy water, we need a man of the cloth. Or woman, or person. Sorry, that was problematic of me to say.
Well, we'll definitely find one at the capital. I don't know if that helps
Yeah.
as Malvolio.
Why does he need... He says he needs it for business. There's no use of holy water in...
He just told me that he needed it to complete some bit. He doesn't like to really talk to me a lot. He doesn't really like me all that much.
Then why do you work for him?
He pays really well.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
Do we
sense.
want to go by this manor and see if we can offer help, or do we want to just ignore this little diversion?
As long as we think we can make it to the capital before the wedding, still, sure.
The wedding's like a week away, right?
Yeah.
Oh, then I guess we have time.
We could use the money.
Before Charlie definitely kills someone.
Unless
Does
Fox...
Right.
your
Oh,
Fox, how
your-
confident are you that you could entertain us our way into food and drinks and rooms like you did last night?
Extremely confident, and now you guys have practice, and we can do it all over again.
yeah, absolutely.
Right. I just forgot your name, Winston, Valet Winston.
Yes. Yes.
if-
Yes. Milady.
If
Lady.
we were to agree to help your master, does he perchance have any sort of faster means of travel to the capital than going on foot?
He does. He does. Yes, he does. He is a practitioner of the arcane, and perhaps could have
Is-
more immediate means to the capital via strange circles and such.
You know
Is
what
he
I'm. You know what I'm about to say. You know what I'm about to say.
Ditto me.
Inside that shit.
Ditto from
Why do you
me.
trust him? I don't
I-
understand.
He just doesn't seem to know anything.
From what I've heard about
That's
Malvolio, I don't.
Yeah, that's a 11.
I got a
11, okay.
15.
A 15. There seems to be some truth to what he's saying. Again, he's an odd character. I will say within this world that certain magic is, frowned upon, but certain magic is highly respectable. So, if there's kind of great study and finesse involved, perhaps this lord of a manor could have some kind of, or at least have a means of traveling to the capital from this manor house at a minimum.
Could this man?
We were told that it takes like a week to get to the capital. Is that correct?
Yeah, kind of maybe just a little under a week, so you might get there right on time.
Could this Malvolio get us an invitation to the royal wedding?
Well, he was invited. I don't know if he's gonna go, so you could take his invitation.
That seems like a good deal, seeing as we wanted to. Right? Didn't we want to talk with them?
Yes.
Just warn them.
We have a conversation away from you for a moment.
Yes.
We're gonna sidebar.
If you could just,
Oh, you want me to leave? Oh, okay. And he kind of.
yes. Goodbye.
He's dumb. It's awkward.
So, I have lots of doubts here about many things this man said. The last thing I heard about this Malvolio fellow is he used to work in the court of Countess Olivia, and he made an absolute fool out of himself before leaving. I didn't hear all the details, something about tights and making advances on the Countess.
Oh,
And why was he honored with such a manner?
I have many questions.
Do we think it's worth risking him being a fraud? As we stand, we don't have the money to hire horses or get nice clothes or get invited to the wedding, but we can guarantee that we can get there and figure the rest out.
If he can get us horses and an invitation, it might be worth it.
It's just a chance that he's
An ass.
Yes.
We are risking that we won't make it for the wedding in time if we try on foot.
true. Well, I think it's worth the attempt to avoid being late.
We could at least have a conversation with him, see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Worst case, we say no and we leave.
Start walking. Cool.
All right, so you have your sidebar, and Winston is standing there with his hat in his hand. No, and actually, he starts to do that, and then he's like, no, he keeps it on. And he's very proper. Are you done?
Yes.
Come back over here if we weren't.
Right. So we will go to the manor, and we will procure some holy water because you have the power of friendship inside of you. He points to you, Alistair.
No, I think Fox is the one who said that he had the power of friendship within him.
You have the power of friendship. Excellent.
Yes, but I can't do anything with water.
Oh. Cool.
Between all of us, something will happen. Let's go.
All right then. And he kind of starts trying to be jaunty as he walks. And be very official, like lead the party very officiously. And he makes his way out of the town and onto a kind of a pebbly dirt road. But as you go along and as you pass along, it does become a little bit more smooth and kind of well traveled and everything. And kind of leaving the town, you see kind of again carts going back and forth, but for the most part, it's just a small little town. And you all get away from the coastal vistas with kind of cliff sides and grasses and into a little bit more of a forest glen as you travel on for a bit of time. And as you go deeper in, probably about, I'd say maybe an hour and a half of a walk. Again, just pretty much woods, not a whole lot here. But the road does widen, becomes a little bit more, an official pathway. And then there's a bit of a fork leading on. You do see a sign that says, and I will tell you what it says when I find what I named it. Aha, yes. You do see a sign, kind of a little bit more well-painted and looks nice, that says, "The Wandering Duck." This way. And then you see another sign that's kind of halfway crooked and faded, but you are able to just make out Nettle.
Oh no.
The other direction.
Ooh.
And you see the Winston going along this way, and
What is the Wandering Duck?
it's a house of ill repute, is what it is. A place of much haranguing and noise making and hallooing. That's what I've
Right.
heard from.
Okay.
And anyway, I never go there.
What do you think-
Sure you don't.
What do you think the chances are that there would be work there and possibly, connections and horses?
There wouldn't be, but there would be this way. As you talk to my master and explain that you all you can find what I cannot find the holy water, but you can, and he pays quite well. And I want to keep my job.
Keep following him.
Yeah.
And he has you all he's
Alistair
pointing
has-
in this
I have
head sign pointing.
everyone walks on and I have a moment of staring down the path and just thinking, I really want to go to the Wandering Duck. That's a funny
It sounds fun.
It does. It sounds
just
delightful.
it's Brody and Alistair standing at the fork in the road looking
Should we
at
just, should we just go?
I
we just
kind
go
of
check it
want
out?
to. I kind of want to go.
Listen, I'll cover for you if you don't. I'll say you're on some holy mission or something. Go.
Alistair
Look
goes-
out for me.
Alistair
Go
digs
for
in his
drink.
pocket and pulls out 1 gold and 2 copper and says, do you think this is enough to do anything there?
You can definitely have a time. Well, let's see what this is all about. Maybe we'll hit it on the way.
yeah.
You still see Winston there, until
We're
you
coming. We're coming.
Okay. And as you
You're
all
very
go,
uptight.
look, this is a well-paying job, but rather stressful. Yes, because whatever, let's just go.
this
Shuffling. He
Can I
shuffles
give this guy
up.
a joint?
If you want to.
Give him a joint.
Gotta just, oh. Thanks, man. And he shuffles to the front of the line. And as you all go down this path, you find that actually it's, starting to get a little bit more overgrown, perhaps not very well cared for. Trees are definitely a little gnarled, a lot of thickets and brambles, and just not very well actually kept up. We'll go with that. But as you kind of go through, it does kind of then clear a little bit, and you see in a Tudor style, fine kind of darker brick and wood, multiple chimneys with fun little designs. You do see a very hearty manor kind of sticks out in this little opening, but it does have quite a bit of ivy, kind of overgrown, and definitely maybe has seen some better days. There's a large door, and as Winston kind of runs up to the top of it, he's like, welcome to Nettle, Nook, Manor, lords, ladies, and all good gentle folk. And he does a bow.
I give Red
It
like
turns
a
into a
punch.
dab.
I give Red a punch and goes, "You're not any of those."
You son of a... And I lead the charge into the...
Great. And we'll go ahead and stop there since that works out.
Okay.
Nice.
Right as we enter Nettle, Nook, Manor.
Nice.
With Winston, who is very sketchy, apparently.